Oh, good morning. It's like 6 a.m. on September 1st, and I am so glad I survived August. Holy cow. The theme for me was, are you going to fucking let your life get screwed up by a narcissist again? And first, I had met a family that I thought might be good for us to caravan with, but it turns out the dad is super messed up, and I recognized it, and I got us out in a matter of days, and that was great. I was patting myself on the back like, hey girl, you're never going to fall for that shit again. And then, like a couple days after that, I find out that my son's father is claiming that I raped him and stole his sperm and like all this nonsense. And I got physically ill. It was a whole other thing. But in that time of weakness, mental, emotional, physical exhaustion, I, like an idiot, reached out to my ex from like 3 years ago. Like, maybe things are going to be different. And of course, he was like, oh my God, it's so great to hear from you. And for like the first day, we caught up about all the stuff we haven't talked about in 3 years. Like, Marvel, it's just Marvel stuff. There's nothing else for us to talk about. And then I was like, what in the hell? Like, even while I was doing it, I was like, this is an idiotic mistake. this is not good. But while we were talking, I mentioned how much I used to spoil him and do his laundry because I was there for this motherfucker. Like, I helped him move when we were in a fight. And I had a new baby. So I mentioned how I used to do his laundry because I did. I used to bring it to my parents' house and fold it like an idiot. And then he sent us like a little bit of money, which is like an asshole tax. And he knows it's an asshole tax. I didn't ask for it. He was like, here's some money. I'm an asshole. And I used some of it to do laundry. And I mentioned that. And then he said something when I was like, I can't, this is stupid. I shouldn't be talking to you. And he was like, well, I'd be happy to do your laundry anytime, which I'm not sure if he means he would actually do my laundry or if that was a veiled reference to the money he just gave us, in which case, suck my dick. But oh my God, I all of a sudden had a memory from when Robin was really little. He was just a tiny infant, and this motherfucker didn't feel comfortable yet having me do his laundry at my parents' house because he knew that, parents would think that that was off. And he didn't know yet that my parents don't care if it's off, and they would literally give me to a monster if it meant whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I drove him to the laundromat, me and my tiny nursing infant, and it was a cold day, but it was so hot in the laundromat, and I helped him bring his stuff in. I think I even chipped in some change from my wallet and then stood in this laundromat sweating because I was overdressed, holding my fucking cranky infant and trying to nurse him in this place with no fucking chairs for 2 hours. And he sat on his phone and ignored me the whole. What the fuck, man? I was in such a bad place. I can't believe I freaking put up with that crap. And I stayed with him. I stayed with him for 2 years and he treated me like garbage the whole freaking time. And I have spent the last 3 years missing him because the sad part is that is the most intimacy and the closest I've ever come to actual love in my entire life. Anyway, really glad I had that memory. I've been so sick the last few days, just like, ugh, all the fucking poison of the past and the stress coming out of my body. And then I wake up this morning and I'm like, girl, what the fuck? Like, I might not know what a good, healthy relationship looks like, but I'm learning a lot about what it doesn't look like. And holy crap, this dude's never been there. He keeps messaging, like, well, I'm always going to be here for you. Dude, you have never once been there. Never fucking once have you been there for me. Ever. Selfish fucking piece of shit. Anyway, hope he sees this. Happy September.